So I was trying to solve this problem, my makeup problem. This was my makeup collection, and the problem was that, carrying all this stuff around is, it's bulky and it's hard to use. And I traveled a lot while I was in school, and this was just inefficient and clumsy. So I started to look for a better solution. And, brands like Stilla or Trish, they sell refillable, customizable compacts, which were great. MAC has a nice big case. But the thing about these refillable palettes were that you could only fit their own brand in the case. So for MAC, for example, you have this really cute, like 4-quad palette that's broke. And here's the refill, which is cheaper. Boots has this customizable palette with these refills. You pick your own colors. That's great, but the problem is that, I didn't use only one brand, and no one I know only uses one brand. So you have a MAC palette, you have a Boots palette, and you can't, interchange them. So you're still stuck with carrying around 3 or 4 different palettes. This was my very first palette. This palette ended up being a little bit small for me. This one is from Costco. And what I did was, it had a really nice mirror, a large palette, so I like this one. I just took out this plastic part. Just be careful that you don't cut yourself. So now you have a large open palette. I cut this flashing from Home Depot to size, put a piece of glue on it, and I just fit it in here like this. So now I could fit, like, you stick a little refrigerator magnet on the back of this. You can get it at Staples or Office Depot or Michael's. You can just stick them in here, like the way MAC, their refills come with magnets. You can stick them in there like that. So the very first palette that I had looked like this, and I just had my different eyeshadows and products in here, and it had a really nice mirror. The only problem with this one was that, it's nice and thin, but if I wanted to put like a thicker pan, some of your compacts, like your face powders, they're thicker, and so it would be too tall for me to close this. Also, if you want to stick like a brush, for example, or even, this eyeliner, you can't close this because it's just too thin. So I thought to make a palette that could accommodate every brand, and it was a little bit thicker, had a large mirror, and of course was cute. What I came up with was this palette. This is the final case. After all of our prototypes, we decided on this shape. This is what the case looks like on the inside. There's this piece, which is for your thumb. It's so that you can more securely hold the case. If you're a lefty, you would put it on this side. You could put it in the bottom corner, some people put it on the top corner. Just depends on how you like to hold your case. I personally like to stick it right in the middle. It's just so that you can hold your case, because right now, before I was holding it right on the edge, and you're always kind of balancing it and hoping that it doesn't fall. And this is a little grippy thing, it's rubbery, so it helps you to, grab it better. This one's my personal case. I've been using this for maybe a month or 2 now. It's all of my favorite products in here. I use this every day. The one I carry around is this one. It has basically the same colors. I fit my brushes in here also. I got this brush from, I think, CVS, and I cut the bottom off. All of them are magnetic. And you can change them around. I incorporated a nice clasp. I also made it so that in case your products do break in here, which they will, unfortunately, if you carry this around in your purse or your luggage, you'll have some that break. And so at least with this rubber seal, it won't spill all over the place in your whole purse and make a huge mess. If you have this one, and I've dropped this before, it'll make a huge mess on your floor because all of these will pop out and break, and you also, lose all your products. It's really sad. A lot of people have asked me about the package. I came up with this, origami folding method that could work. Went to one with rounded corners and then a circle. This one was kind of nice. It's very simple. But then I thought, it'd be kind of nice if it was maybe in the shape of my logo. So came to this package. So I started to explore different possibilities with this. It's a bit messy and took a lot of exploration, and many different tries later. Went through a lot of these. Finally came up with the folding pattern that we have now, which is like this. After that we played with the graphics, how to depot and how to use your product. And our final package is like this. It opens like this. It has your, definition of depotting, a little bit about the company. These are the magnets. Right here is a little bit about how to depot. This is using the hair dryer method, which I think is one of the safer methods. Here is how to use your refills and stick the magnets on so you can put it in your case. And so the packaging is in the shape of the logo. It's a little bit off front. And to refold it, you want to try put this back in here like this. It's easier if you fold these two flaps in first. And to refold it, this goes in first, that goes in the middle.